really nice guy, but he's totally a phlegmatic. He's amiable. He would completely capitulate to the New World Order and do exactly what he's told to do because he's a yes boy. He's not an alpha male like Trump is. He's a beta. He's not an alpha. He's not going to do that. And see, if they want him, and they want him in. And look at Jeb Bush, the disaster that his campaign's turned into, because everybody knows that Bush's cartel is an entire crime family going all the way back to Prescott Bush's father, Prescott Bush with his collusion with the Nazis, all the way back to Smedley Butler in 1933, and then trying to do a coup of the United States. I mean, this whole thing with the Bush crime family is incredible. And remember, I know all three Bushes. I did 50 seminars or so with the old man with GW. I met W at seminar at Southeastern University, and I met his other brother Jeb one time at a trial in which I was testifying for somebody up in Washington, up in Tallahassee. I was asking for clemency for this person who I knew, as far as they were trying to get a record expunged. So I've met all three of these guys, and when you meet them in person, they're incredibly nice. These people don't act like this. You got to remember, these are the same clowns that are running around Bohemian Grove and robes and chanting all this stuff to Lucifer and to Baal. These are the guys that are burning human beings in effigy. This is what this is all about, and that's what nobody wants to talk about. Nobody wants to talk about the side of Satan of all of this stuff because they've been so obfuscated from what they're doing and not being told us the truth about what's happening. You can't differentiate what's going on until you start looking at what happened, with Genesis chapter 6. You've got to understand this planet is not what we think it is. We're living in a holographic matrix, and it's all being controlled through frequency and through sound, and they understand that, and they've learned to control all of that, but we have authority over them, and that's why they're so angry, Doug and Joe, because they don't want us to have that authority, and that's why they come after Christians. They don't come after Muslims. Like you said, you can't even mention Muslim, Islamic extremists, whatever. What happened to Muslims, okay?
Yeah.
You can talk about anybody. You can't talk about Jews, you can't talk about Muslims, you can't talk about Hindus, you can't talk about anybody. But boy, you can sure talk about Christians. I mean, and the reason for that is we have the authority, they don't. They know that. That's why they want to get as many of us out away from the authority and not let us know who we are through Christ Jesus. And that's the truth. We have so much power being Christians that we can literally change the fabric of space-time if we go together in the aggregate, and we can get rid of all these nonsense people. Yeah.